specialist.
What's the difference between panic, anxiety, and insomnia? Let's talk about it. Panic is a moment of total nervous system overwhelm. It feels awful. It's an acute state. It feels like you're dying. You know this isn't you, but you feel completely out of control. Anxiety is more of a baseline state. You feel chronically stressed, chronically overwhelmed, like you can't quite get a full breath. Then there's insomnia. Sometimes it's because of anxiety, but often it's because you're tired but wired. You want to go to sleep, but you just can't. And then there's a fourth state that often gets lumped in: anxiety with an underlying depression. This is when there is a low-grade sense of dread or sadness mixed in with that baseline anxiety. Now, why is it important to know the difference? Because each of these states requires a different protocol. They require different herbs and different techniques to really bring you back into a state of balance. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about panic. Panic is an 8, 9, or 10 on the intensity scale. It's a full-blown nervous system freakout. You need something that works fast. For this, I have a panic rescue protocol. I keep it in my bag, in my car, everywhere. It's a simple blend of 2 herbs, valerian and hops. Valerian is our strongest nervine sedative. It's potent and works quickly. Hops is its best friend. It's also a strong nervine sedative, and the two together are a classic combination for acute panic. I recommend taking them as a tincture because it gets into your bloodstream quickly. For a panic attack, you take 1 to 2 dropperfuls of this combination, maybe even 3 if you're a larger person or the panic is really intense. Hold it under your tongue for about 30 seconds before swallowing. Within a few minutes, you'll start to feel your nervous system calm down. Your heart rate will slow, your breathing will deepen, and you'll feel more grounded. This is your emergency tool. It's not for everyday use, but for those moments of intense panic, it's a lifesaver. Now let's talk about anxiety. This is that chronic low-grade stress that so many of us live with. It's like a 3, 4, or 5 on the intensity scale. For this, we don't want to use sedatives like valerian and hops during the day because they can make you drowsy. Instead, we want to use adaptogens. Adaptogens are amazing herbs that help your body adapt to stress. They help regulate your cortisol levels, which are your stress hormones. Some of my favorites for anxiety are ashwagandha, rhodiola, and holy basil, also known as tulsi. These herbs help build your resilience to stress over time. They're not a quick fix like the panic protocol. They're more of a long-term solution. You can take them as a tincture, in capsules, or even as a tea. Speaking of tea, another great tool for managing baseline anxiety is drinking nervine teas throughout the day. These are gentle, calming herbs that help soothe your nervous system. Think of things like chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, and passionflower. I love making a big pot of nervine tea in the morning and sipping on it all day. It's a simple, enjoyable way to keep your anxiety in check. One of my favorite daytime blends is lemon verbena and linden. It's uplifting, tastes amazing, and really helps to just take the edge off without making you sleepy. Next up, let's address that tricky state of anxiety with an undercurrent of depression. This is when you feel not just anxious, but also low, flat, or a bit hopeless. For this, we need to do 2 things: lift the mood and repair the nervous system. For lifting the mood, we can use what are called herbal euphoriants or mood elevators. A classic one is St. John's wort. It's well researched for mild to moderate depression. Another one I love is albizia, also known as the happiness tree. Its flowers and bark are used to lift the spirits and ease anxiety. Lemon balm, or Melissa officinalis, is another star here. It's gently uplifting and incredibly calming for the nervous system. And that brings us to the second part, nervous system repair. When you've been chronically stressed and anxious, your nervous system gets worn down. We need to rebuild it. For this, we use herbs called nervine trophorestoratives. These herbs literally feed and restore the nervous system. My top 3 are milky oats, which are the fresh, unripe tops of the oat plant, Scutellaria, also known as skullcap and Centella or gadu kola. These are not sedating. They're deeply nourishing. You take them over a period of months to slowly and steadily rebuild your nervous system's resilience. Combining a mood lifter like lemon balm with a trophy restorative like milky oats can be a beautiful, effective strategy for anxiety depression. Finally, let's tackle insomnia. You're lying in bed, your body is exhausted, but your mind is racing. You just can't switch off. For this, we need to focus on sleep hygiene and the right herbal tools. First, sleep hygiene. This means creating a routine that signals to your body that it's time to sleep. Dim the lights an hour or two before bed. Turn off screens, as the blue light can interfere with your melatonin production. Maybe take a warm bath with Epsom salts. Create a calm, quiet environment. Now for the herbs. For insomnia, we can bring back our friends Valerian and hops, but we use them differently than we do for panic. We take them about 30 minutes before we want to go to sleep. A single dose can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. But my secret weapon for insomnia, especially the tired but wired kind, is a high dose of lemon balm or melissa. While a small dose is uplifting, a larger dose is surprisingly sedating. It helps to calm a racing mind and allows you to drift off to sleep. I recommend a high-dose tincture or a very strong tea. Another herb that's fantastic for sleep is California poppy. It's a gentle sedative and analgesic, meaning it also helps with pain. It's not as strong as valerian, but it's wonderful for promoting a restful night's sleep without any grogginess the next day. A combination of California poppy and lemon balm can be a magical sleep formula. So to recap, let's bring it all together. For that acute 10 out of 10 panic, you want a fast-acting rescue protocol like valerian and hops tincture. For that chronic day-to-day baseline anxiety, you want to build resilience with adaptogens like ashwagandha and sip on gentle nervine teas like lavender or lemon verbena throughout the day. For anxiety mixed with low mood or depression, you want to combine mood-lifting herbs like lemon balm or albizia with nervous system restoratives like milky oats or skullcap. And for insomnia, especially that tired but wired feeling, focus on your sleep hygiene and use tools like a high-dose lemon balm tincture or a blend of California poppy and valerian before bed. Understanding what you're experiencing is the first step. Once you know if it's panic, anxiety, or insomnia, you can choose the right tools to support your body and mind. Remember, these are powerful tools, so start slow and listen to your body. Healing is a journey, not a race. Thanks for watching, and be well. If you find this video helpful, like, save, and subscribe for more herbal great advices.
The Herbalist, Natural Wellness, Health, and Remedies.